Hey there, food lovers. Let's face it, we've all been tempted by those carb-loaded treats. Those pizzas, pastas, and pastries call our names like sirens in the night. But what if I told you there's a way to enjoy delicious food without the guilt and the extra pounds? Welcome to the world of low-carb cooking. It's not about deprivation, it's about making smart choices. We're going to ditch the sugar spikes and energy crashes. We're going to replace them with sustained energy and incredible flavors. Get ready for a culinary journey that will revolutionize your relationship with food. This isn't some fad diet, folks. This is about making a lifestyle change that prioritizes your health and well-being. It's about feeling your best, both inside and out. So buckle up, grab your aprons, and get ready to embark on a low-carb adventure. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do low-carb diets actually work? Our bodies typically use carbohydrates as their primary source of energy. When we consume carbs, our bodies break them down into glucose, which enters our bloodstream and raises our blood sugar levels. Now, when we reduce our carb intake, our bodies have to find an alternative fuel source. This is where the magic happens. Our bodies start burning stored fat for energy, leading to weight loss. But it doesn't stop there. Lowering your carb intake can also lead to more stable blood sugar levels, reducing your risk of type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget the boost in energy. Say goodbye to those dreaded afternoon slumps. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Low-carb diets often get a bad rap. People think it's all about bland salads and flavorless chicken breasts. Let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. One of the biggest misconceptions is that low-carb means no carbs. That's absolutely not true. It's about choosing the right kinds of carbs, the ones that are packed with nutrients and fiber, like vegetables and low-sugar fruits. Another myth is that low-carb diets are unsustainable. Sure, it takes some planning and effort, but it's all about finding a balance that works for you. And trust me, with the delicious recipes I'm about to share, you won't feel like you're missing out on anything. So, are you ready to embark on this exciting culinary journey? Are you ready to experience the transformative power of low-carb cooking? I'm not just going to throw recipes at you, I'm going to empower you to make informed choices about your health and well-being. We're going to explore the world of low-carb ingredients, from cauliflower rice to zucchini noodles and almond flour. We're going to unlock the secrets to creating flavorful sauces and dressings that will tantalize your taste buds. Get ready to ditch the carbs and embrace a healthier, more delicious way of life. Let's get cooking. Let's kick things off with a dish that's been making waves in the culinary world, cauliflower rice stir-fry. You might be thinking cauliflower instead of rice. Seriously, trust me on this one, folks. This unassuming vegetable transforms into a magical low-carb base that's perfect for soaking up all those amazing stir-fry flavors. Cauliflower rice has exploded in popularity in recent years, and for good reason. It's a low-carb, grain-free alternative to traditional rice, making it a godsend for those following a keto or paleo diet. But even if you're not watching your carbs, cauliflower rice is a delicious and healthy way to add more veggies to your plate. The beauty of cauliflower rice lies in its versatility. You can use it in countless dishes, from stir-fries and fried rice to pizza crusts and even sushi rolls. It's a blank canvas for your culinary creativity, ready to soak up any flavor you throw at it. Now let's talk ingredients. The beauty of a stir-fry is that you can customize it to your liking. Use whatever veggies you have on hand, or get creative and try something new. For this recipe, we'll be using a vibrant mix of colorful vegetables that will make your taste buds sing. First up, you'll need a head of cauliflower. Of course, look for one that's firm and white with tightly packed florets. Next, grab a rainbow of bell peppers, red, yellow, orange, whatever tickles your fancy. We'll also be adding some sliced onions for a bit of sharpness, and some garlic and ginger for that classic stir-fry aroma. For protein, you can't go wrong with some diced chicken breast or thinly sliced beef. If you're feeling adventurous, try shrimp or tofu for a vegetarian option. And of course, no stir-fry is complete without a flavorful sauce. We'll be whipping up a simple yet delicious sauce using soy sauce, sesame oil, and a touch of honey for sweetness. Now that you've gathered your ingredients, it's time to get cooking. First things first, we need to transform that cauliflower into rice. Cut the cauliflower into florets and pulse them in a food processor until they resemble rice grains. Be careful not to over-process or you'll end up with cauliflower puree. Next, heat some oil in a large skillet or wok over medium-high heat. Add the diced chicken or beef and cook until browned on all sides. Add the onions, garlic and ginger and cook for a minute or two until fragrant. Now it's time to add those colorful bell peppers and cook until they're tender crisp. Finally, add the cauliflower rice and cook for a few minutes until heated through. Pour in the sauce and toss everything together until well coated. Cook for another minute or two until the sauce is thickened and the flavors have melded together. Serving up your low-carb masterpiece. And there you have it, a delicious and healthy cauliflower rice stir-fry that's ready to be devoured. Serve it hot, garnished with chopped green onions and sesame seeds for an extra touch of flavor and visual appeal. This dish is not only low in carbs, but also packed with nutrients and fiber thanks to all those colorful veggies. Feel free to experiment with different protein sources, vegetables and sauces to create your own signature stir-fry. The possibilities are endless, and the best part, you can enjoy this guilt-free meal knowing that you're nourishing your body with healthy and delicious ingredients. So ditch that takeout menu and embrace the joy of cooking a homemade low-carb meal that's bursting with flavor. Your taste buds and your waistline will thank you. All right, pasta lovers, I've got a treat for you. Let's talk about zucchini noodles, or as the cool kids call them, zoodles. These green wonders are here to satisfy your pasta cravings without all the carbs. Imagine this, you spiralize zucchini into long, thin strands that resemble spaghetti. It's like magic, but with vegetables. Zoodles are light, refreshing, and surprisingly satisfying. They've become a staple in the low-carb world, and for good reason. Zucchini noodles are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them raw in salads, sauté them to tender perfection, or even bake them with your favorite toppings. But today, we're going to toss them in a vibrant pesto sauce that will make your taste buds sing. Speaking of pesto, let's talk about this incredible sauce for a moment. Originating in Liguria, Italy, pesto is a testament to the power of simplicity. Fresh basil, pine nuts, garlic, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, and a pinch of salt. That's all it takes to create a flavor explosion that will transport you straight to the Italian Riviera. The key to a truly exceptional pesto lies in the quality of your ingredients. Use the freshest basil you can find, preferably just picked from the garden. Toast the pine nuts until golden brown to enhance their nutty flavor. And don't be shy with the Parmesan cheese. It adds a salty, savory depth that brings the whole sauce together. Traditionally, pesto is made by grinding all the ingredients together using a mortar and pestle. This method allows you to control the texture and release the full aroma of the basil. However, if you're short on time, a food processor works just as well. Just be careful not to over-process, or you'll end up with a paste instead of a sauce. Now, let's assemble our zucchini noodle masterpiece. First, you'll need to spiralize your zucchinis. You can use a spiralizer, a julienne peeler, or even a vegetable peeler to create your zoodles. If you don't have any of these tools, simply use a knife to cut the zucchini into thin strips. While your pesto is swirling away in the food processor, heat a large skillet over medium heat. Add a drizzle of olive oil, then carefully add your zoodles to the pan. Sauté them for just a few minutes until they're heated through and slightly tender. You don't want to overcook them or they'll become mushy. Once your zoodles are cooked to perfection, it's time to add the star of the show, the pesto. Reduce the heat to low and add a generous spoonful of pesto to the pan. Toss gently to coat the zoodles evenly. You can add more or less pesto depending on your preference. And there you have it, a plate of vibrant, flavorful zucchini noodles with pesto that's ready to transport your taste buds to Italy. Serve immediately, garnished with a sprinkle of freshly grated Parmesan cheese and a few torn basil leaves for an extra touch of elegance. This dish is not only light and refreshing, but also packed with nutrients. Zucchini is a good source of vitamins C and K, while basil is rich in antioxidants. And let's not forget the healthy fats from the olive oil and pine nuts. It's a guilt-free indulgence that will leave you feeling satisfied and energized. So, ditch those carb-laden pasta dishes and embrace the zoodle revolution. This recipe is quick, easy, and incredibly versatile. Feel free to experiment with different types of pesto, add grilled chicken or shrimp for extra protein, or toss in your favorite roasted vegetables for a more substantial meal. The possibilities are endless. Let's be honest, there's something inherently satisfying about perfectly grilled chicken. The smoky aroma, the crispy skin, the juicy meat. It's a culinary symphony that never fails to impress. But when you add a vibrant, creamy avocado salsa to the mix, you elevate this classic dish to a whole new level. Grilled chicken is a blank canvas for flavor, and we're going to paint it with a masterpiece of fresh, zesty ingredients. This recipe is all about celebrating the simplicity of fresh, whole foods, while still delivering a flavor punch that will have you craving more. Whether you're a seasoned grill master or a novice just starting out, this recipe is foolproof. We'll guide you through each step, ensuring that your chicken is cooked to perfection. Juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside, and bursting with flavor. Avocado salsa, a symphony of flavors. Now let's talk about the star of the show, the avocado salsa. This isn't your average boring salsa. This is a vibrant explosion of fresh flavors and textures that will have your taste buds singing. We're talking creamy avocado, juicy tomatoes, tangy red onion, zesty lime, and a touch of heat from some finely diced jalapeno. The key to a great avocado salsa is using ripe, flavorful avocados. Look for avocados that yield to gentle pressure but aren't too soft. You want them to hold their shape in the salsa while still providing that creamy melt-in-your-mouth texture. Don't be afraid to adjust the heat level to your liking. If you prefer a milder salsa, simply remove the seeds from the jalapeno before dicing. For those who like a fiery kick, leave the seeds in or add a pinch of cayenne pepper for an extra punch. Preparing the chicken, a touch of magic. While the avocado salsa is the star of the show, we can't forget about the main attraction, the grilled chicken. But before we fire up the grill, we need to give the chicken a little love. We're going to marinate it in a simple yet flavorful mixture that will infuse it with flavor and keep it juicy during grilling. In a bowl, whisk together olive oil, lime juice, garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, salt and pepper. This blend of spices will create a beautiful crust on the chicken while adding a depth of flavor that will have you licking your fingers. Add the chicken breasts to the marinade and make sure they're fully coated. Cover the bowl and let the chicken marinate in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes or up to 4 hours for maximum flavor. This will give the marinade time to work its magic, tenderizing the chicken and infusing it with incredible flavor. Grilling to perfection. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grilling time. Preheat your grill to medium-high heat. You want those grates nice and hot to create beautiful sear marks on the chicken. Once the grill is preheated, remove the chicken from the marinade and shake off any excess. Place the chicken breasts on the hot grill and cook for 5 to 7 minutes per side, or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius. The key to perfectly grilled chicken is to avoid overcooking it. Overcooked chicken is dry and tough, and nobody wants that. To ensure that your chicken is cooked through without drying out, use a meat thermometer to check the internal temperature. Assembling your culinary masterpiece. Once the chicken is cooked to perfection, remove it from the grill and let it rest for a few minutes. This will allow the juices to redistribute, ensuring a moist and flavorful chicken breast. While the chicken is resting, give your avocado salsa a final stir. Now it's time to assemble your culinary masterpiece. Place a grilled chicken breast on a plate and top it generously with that vibrant avocado salsa. The creamy avocado, juicy tomatoes, and zesty lime will complement the smoky grilled chicken beautifully. This dish is delicious on its own, but you can also serve it with a side of cauliflower rice, roasted vegetables, or a simple green salad for a complete and satisfying meal. And the best part, this recipe is incredibly versatile. Feel free to experiment with different herbs and spices in the marinade or add your favorite veggies to the avocado salsa. The possibilities are endless. All right, folks, let's talk about breakfast, the most important meal of the day, right? But who says breakfast has to be boring or loaded with carbs? We're ditching the sugary cereals and white flour pancakes and diving headfirst into a world of fluffy, flavorful, and guilt-free goodness, almond flour pancakes. Now, I know what you're thinking, almond flour? But I love my fluffy pancakes. Trust me on this one. Almond flour is about to become your new secret weapon in the kitchen. These pancakes are light, airy, and have a slightly nutty flavor that will have you craving more. We're swapping out those refined carbs for nutrient-rich almond flour, which is packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. That means you'll stay fuller for longer and won't experience those dreaded sugar crashes. Let's talk about almond flour for a moment, shall we? This versatile ingredient has become a staple in gluten-free and low-carb baking, and for good reason. Made from finely ground blanched almonds, almond flour is naturally gluten-free, low in carbs, and packed with nutrients. Unlike traditional wheat flour, almond flour is rich in protein and fiber, both of which contribute to those fluffy pancakes we all know and love. The protein in almond flour helps to create a structure that prevents the pancakes from becoming dense and gummy, while the fiber adds moisture and prevents them from drying out. But the benefits of almond flour don't stop there. It's also a good source of vitamin E, magnesium, and manganese. So not only are these pancakes delicious, but they're also doing your body good. Now, let's get down to business making those fluffy almond flour pancakes. First things first, gather your ingredients. You'll need almond flour, of course, eggs, unsweetened almond milk, a touch of honey or maple syrup for sweetness, baking powder for that perfect rise, and a pinch of salt to enhance all those delicious flavors. In a large bowl, whisk together the almond flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, whisk together the eggs, almond milk, and honey or maple syrup until well combined. Then gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, whisking until just combined. Be careful not to overmix the batter or your pancakes will be tough. Heat a lightly greased griddle or skillet over medium heat. Once the griddle is hot, pour 1/4 cup of batter onto the griddle for each pancake. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes per side or until golden brown and cook through. And there you have it, a stack of warm, fluffy, and guilt-free almond flour pancakes ready to be devoured. But wait, there's more. We're not just stopping at plain pancakes here. We're taking things up a notch with some delicious and healthy toppings that will transform your breakfast into a culinary masterpiece. Instead of drowning your pancakes in sugary syrup, opt for a drizzle of sugar-free maple syrup, a dollop of unsweetened whipped cream, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. For a fruity twist, top your pancakes with fresh berries, sliced bananas, or a handful of your favorite nuts. And if you're feeling really indulgent, why not add a sprinkle of sugar-free chocolate chips to the batter? These pancakes are incredibly versatile, so feel free to get creative with your toppings and create your own signature pancake stack. Right, let's wrap this up. We've tackled 4 incredible low-carb recipes together. Cauliflower rice stir-fry, zucchini noodles with pesto, grilled chicken with avocado salsa, and almond flour pancakes. Remember, this isn't about restrictions. It's about making smarter choices that fuel your body and tantalize your taste buds. Incorporating these recipes into your life is a piece of cake, or should I say, a bite of pancake. Swap those carb-heavy sides for vibrant cauliflower rice or zucchini noodles. Ditch the sugary breakfast cereals and embrace the protein-packed goodness of almond flour pancakes. Maintaining a low-carb lifestyle is all about finding a balance that works for you. Listen to your body, experiment with different ingredients, and don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen. You'll discover a world of flavor you never knew existed, all while feeling energized, healthier, and lighter than ever. Now, go forth and conquer those low-carb cravings. Thanks for watching. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.